Hi, everybody in the internet world. It's June, the mouth of the South, tarot queen, uh, all in all, good friend, I think. Um, I I learned a lot from my live the other day that 3:30 is probably not the best time to get people whom aren't weird. Um, Anyway, I did want to clarify on one particular instance where the guy called me a fraud. I really don't like to say when people have passed over just out of respect for the person. What I did tell him was that he asked how his mother was doing. And I'm like, well, her ship came and sailed, you know. And I said, she's tired and maybe you should call her. And, the more I thought about it, and then he came back and said that I was a fraud. His mother was deceased, which I kind of knew it already because I was talking about grief way earlier the other day. And so I kind of knew it, but I just don't feel comfortable saying that somebody's crossed over. And I told him to call her. And I don't necessarily mean by a phone, talk to her, do what you got to do. It was kind of eating at me and I shouldn't let it. But anyway, I just wanted to clarify that. So today, I have my Harmony with me. I miss her so much. I am wearing a fluorite choker, and fluorite is very good for your bones, your teeth, your abilities to be a stronger you, physically a stronger you, and also, this is a square gemstone. These are little squares, and I really like them. I like the squares or the barrels as far as my chokers. Some people like the chips, some people like the round, it's all your preference. We do sell these. I am also wearing some stretchy fluorites here, and they're purple and kind of a greenish color. And this is a 4mm fluorite, and this is a 6mm fluorite. These are just square. They're probably, in comparison, I don't know if you can see it or not, in comparison they're actually I'll just take it off. How about that? In comparison, they're probably about a 6 to 8 square, I guess, or 4 square, I don't know. But I like them. I like them a lot. I like the squares and the barrels. But this is what it looks like. And it's got purples and greens. And it's just a very beautiful piece. And some pink. And fluorite blue seems to be the rare in the fluorite aspect. I'm going to take it off. I'm also wearing these little, they're called Celtic love knots. I make these as well as the other jewelry I'm wearing, with the exception of my rings. These are called Celtic love knots, and they're made out of chainmail, so it's aluminum. They're really super light. I like them a lot. I make these mostly out of aluminum so that they're not heavy. I've also made some soulless sandals out of the aluminum chainmail. So my rings, which are not for sale, I do plan on getting with a supplier I know and being able to purchase some rings so that other people can purchase some. But right now I've got bigger fish to fry. This one is the ruby zozite that I was telling you guys about with Harmony, and it changed colors. This is a ruby zozite ring, and it has changed a little bit as well. Like I said, it's really kind of looks like a evil eye or cat's eye, but it's not. It's ruby and the zoisite. It is a very good grieving stone. So if you are grieving or having trouble with the person who has passed over, you know, in your own mind, because they're in a much better place than we are. We should be happy for that. But anyway, if you're having trouble, this is a very good stone to get. It's also a very expensive stone, so be prepared. So anyway, and this is a bumblebee jasper, and believe it or not, the stone is polished, but it looks like that. Even when it's raw, it looks a lot like this. And I like bumblebee jasper. I will have to look it up and tell you what it means. I mean, I used to know, but you know, things in your head get crowded, so I get pushed to the back or whatever, and you got to go through your filing cabinet in your head, and I don't have that much time. But anyway, I did want to show you some more gemstone jewelry that we have. Eventually, I am going to do a video on exactly what we have and what is for sale. And hopefully you will see something you like. We are constantly creating something. I made some macrame hanging plants, and I'll be putting those on there. My next project is going to be a macrame curtain. You can use it as a shower curtain or a curtain for your room. Anyway, that's going to be my next project. I can't wait to start it. I also am studying accounting, and you wonder, June, where do you find the time? Well, June doesn't sleep. I have a hard time sleeping, so I tend to try to, if I can, to create while I'm being, you know, awake. I do want to use my Mystic Fairy deck today, and hopefully it will give somebody some insight. And this is what it looks like. It has been worn, as you can see. I've used it a lot. I've had a long time. This is a very easy deck to read. It has your same numbers and your same basic, you know, cups and, you know, wands and such of that. And it has all the major arcanas, which are the normal words that people use, like judgment and temperance and etc. So I do want to start reading, and hopefully I also, before I get to the reading, I'm so sorry. I make up so many different words. Also, I would like to give a shout out to all the people who were trying to help me on my live last Monday and or yesterday, actually, St. Patty's Day. And you know what? Hats off to you guys. Thank you so much. There were so many strange things that happened that day. I don't know if it was solar flares or I'm just not tech savvy. Either one. I'm not sure. Anyway, I appreciate their help, and I hope we all had a good time. You know, at least I did. And I, you know, just like, oh, what? But anyway, I appreciate the monitoring and the helping me to get people off that just weren't there to get an answer to something. You know, there were trickery, there were people wanting a date, and, you know, and just people being just kind of gross, you know, so, or grotesque, I should say. Actually, gross is beautiful, but anyway, they were just being all over the place. So thank you very much to Eleanor, to Interplanet Janet, to the twins who were on, and I was so privileged that they came and watched my live, and, you know, all the people that helped me through this, Jackie, Eleanor, Maureen wasn't on there. There were a few new people who truly wanted to have an answer to something that was going on. And it may have hit a couple of different people. You know, that's the way it goes with those lives. You just, it's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. And tarot tells you what you need to know versus what you want to know sometimes anyway. So with all that being said, I'm going to do a shuffle, and hopefully some cards fall out, and we'll see if it hits anybody that's out there in YouTube world that happens to stumble upon my channel, or someone who watches me regularly. And if you like what I have to say, if you are somebody truly interested in tarot or learning more about gems and things of that nature, hey, you know, like and subscribe to my channel. Like I said, I'm all over the place. So please like and subscribe. It really costs you nothing and it means the world to me. So thank you so much for liking and subscribing, to all of those who have and to those who in the future will. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. And you can go back and look at some of my old videos if you want to, and learn some things and learn about me and my husband, whom I love very, very much. And he loves me very, very much. We have a connection like no other. And trust me when I say I've been in a few relationships, and this has definitely been the one. So with all that being said, let me shuffle and think about what universe has to tell to somebody out there in YouTube world. Okay. We're going to take that top one, and we're going to take this bottom one too, because it's sticking out. Or not bottom, but it's kind of sticking out at me. Some people might think that's a misshuffle. Like I say, I don't believe in mistakes. I don't believe in that. I believe it pops out for a reason. It wants you to, hey, look at me, I've got something to say. It's like some people just popping into your video or leaving a comment, you know, they got something to say. So you need to pay attention and listen. And true, you need to listen to your intuition for real, y'all. Because we all got it. Every one of us. We are all intuitive. I'm not special. We all got it. We just need to learn to hone it in and listen to it. I'm tearing my table up here. Okay, universe. What do you got to say to this person? Is this it for this individual? Is this all you have to say? All right. Guess I gotta say a lot. I really feel like these three might be different than these. So I'm gonna read them separately, and if they intertwine, and we'll go from there. So I see where this person is really trying to take action on their passions, or trying to move forward with what they're passionate about, or they're trying too hard to love. You know, you can love somebody too much, and some people just aren't on your floor. You know, you shouldn't have to try so hard. Follow your passions, yes. Work at them, yes. But you shouldn't have to try so hard to get somebody to care about you. Either they do or they don't. You can't make them. So stop spinning your wheels on an individual who's not worth your time. They're not on your floor. Not that they don't want to be. Maybe they want to be. but your arm's going to get tired of holding them up. So, you know, I do think your school age or getting in college or getting back to school and learning and trying to put your career and your passions in front. This is a major arcana. So if this action card is about your passion, what you're passionate about, whatever it may be, maybe drawing or learning different cultures or learning philosophy and trying to understand how people tick, whatever it is that you're passionate about, you need to keep striving, and you're in control of what you're passionate about, no one else. So learn as much as you can, do as best as you can, and move forward with that. Yeah, this brings me to the Ten of Swords. Some people don't understand, you know, that, you know, actresses, actors, you know, they can make some money. You know, you can make money. I mean, come on. You know, I mean, I know it's not easy to break into that field, and people want to say, well, you're not going to make no money at that. You're not going to make no money at that. Well, they don't know. You know, if you believe you can, you can. So don't let people stand in your way, and don't worry about the backstabbing, jealous individuals. You're doing the best you can do. And that's all you can do, and that's all anybody can ask of you. And if you've been betrayed by an individual that you're trying to pursue, listen to your intuition. Your heart and your head do battle all the time. And it's not about, but I love him, he's an asshole, or I love her, she's a bitch, whatever. It's not about that. It's about how are they treating you? Are they betraying you? Are they betraying your trust? You don't know. Are they holding you back from your passions, from your education? No, you can't allow that. So no, can't allow it. No. So your answer is to break free and realize that not everybody has your best interests at heart. Okay? You do you. You're worth it. Don't let them gaslight you and make you believe you're not worth it, because you are worth it. There's only one you. It's their loss. You will find somebody on your floor who has the same passions and the same goals that you do. I believe that was the first person. The second person feels very comfortable in their relationship, kind of like me. I feel very comfortable in mine. So this person feels very comfortable in their relationship. They feel respected and honored and love what's going on around them as far as their family and their love life and their passions are concerned. And they have support. They have support from their family and their love life and their people that are around them, their friends. You know, they have that support. And everybody needs a little support. And the moon card for me talks about depression and anxiety and things that keep you still. Now, this is a major arcana. It is straight up. And we all feel that way sometimes. You know, we all feel like just putting the covers over our head and not getting up. And it's okay to feel that way. It's okay to feel it, to touch it, to own it. It's okay. But you can't live here. If you do, you will not go further. This is where you will be. Bad things happen to good people. It really does. And I understand depression and anxiety more than you know. So don't live here. Feel it, deal with it, and try very hard to move on. And I know, trust me from experience, I know it's difficult. I know. You have a lot of support around you. People love you. People want to be around you. So, I mean, and sometimes that can be overwhelming. You're like, oh, do I really have to go to that party this week? I don't want to go. And it's okay not to go. But why do you not want to go? Is the reason behind the anxiety, the depression, the things that can affect you. So, you know, everyday influences, people, places, things are one thing. You know, your mind, your mental stability or strength or anxiety, your head is yours. And you have triggers that trigger you. So try to figure out what they are and move forward. Now, if you want to stay in bed all day, one day, go ahead. Who's it going to hurt? You, maybe. But you've got to deal with your anxiety, your depression in your own way. Even though you have people who really love you, really support you. You do not like confrontation. If someone says something and they're hurting your feelings or whatever, you know, you tend to be like, and you hold all this stuff in instead of just saying, hey, that's not cool. What are you talking about? Or what are you doing? You know, you hold it all in. You avoid confrontation at all costs. You would rather suffer than tell somebody, hey, you're being a jerk. You would rather suffer than do that. And you know who that's not being fair to? That's not being fair to yourself. Or them either, because they don't know that they're doing anything wrong unless you say something. So, you know, sometimes you just got to stand up, even if you don't want to. Sometimes you have to. Oh, and you know, I know you're thinking, I just don't want to fight about stuff. I just want to live a peaceful, easy, go-lucky life. But that's not what this life is about. Sometimes you're getting enough rest. You gotta go. You gotta do for it. You gotta stand tall. You gotta stay guarded. You gotta be the best you can be. And not every day are you gonna feel like being the best you can be. But most days, you try. Just try. Stand up for yourself. Stand up for the underdog. Be the best you can be. And try every day. Your feet hit the ground and you're trying. Sometimes I have to make myself get up. Trust me when I tell you this. I have to make myself get up. And life doesn't always throw us a fair hand or give us a stacked deck. You know, we're just winging it. All of us. And there is an Aquarian type of individual, or you could be an Aquarian type, or not Aquarian, Aries type of individual, which, you know, you get distracted. You know, I do too. I'll be talking about one thing, I'll jump to another thing, I'll be talking about something else, and everybody's like, whoo, you just made my head spin, I'm dizzy. You know, Aquarian type of people are very charming, and they're very easy to love. You know, they're just easy, but they're so distracted. You know, they're like, ooh, I gotta do this, and oh, that's shiny, and ooh, did I forget something? I gotta go back and look. And then they're in the house for 20 minutes and you're about to miss your plane. So, you know, it's okay. That's just who they are. That makes them who they are. And it's okay for them to be who they are. And it's okay for you to be who you are. So try not to fret so much about other people's reactions or words or anything. You just keep being you and try the best you can try every day, and realize that you do have a lot of people who love and support you. Reach out. So that was that for today. Thank you guys very much for tuning in, and I welcome all comments. I read them, I answer them, or try to, and I hope that you like and subscribe. I will be putting my email into the description, so if you would like to email me about private readings, costs, or jewelry, or things that I make, I will be happy to answer your emails. And I do answer them the best of my ability. Some stuff I don't know how to do, or I just don't know. But I'm working on it. And that's all I can say, is I'm working on it as well as you are. So with that being said, y'all, I'm out, and stay mystical.